And I like the way he sets this up. He said Elijah was a man. So he sets it up by saying, I know that y'all think Elijah commuted back and forth from heaven to the earth, but Elijah was an anthropos. Elijah was a man just like you. He was a human being with frailties and with freckles and with foibles and with weaknesses and with fears and with doubts. Even the great Elijah one time ran from his life from Jezebel and hid from her and told the Lord to take his life because he wasn't no better than nobody else. And that all was true. This great man of God, he was just a man with a nature like yours, a sinful nature just like yours and just like mine. He wants to humanize Elijah. And there are times that we want to elevate people in the biblical era and put them up on some pedestal. But James brings Elijah down not to besmirch him, not to diminish him, not to belittle him, but to make him human just like us. Elijah was a man of like passion, just like us. And he prayed. Of all the things he could have said about Elijah, he didn't say that he studied the scripture all night long, read the Bible, memorized long passages of the Bible, could quote the scripture. All those things are well and good. But the most profound thing, the greatest compliment that James could give to Elijah, he was a man of like passions like us, and he prayed. And he prayed. And the fact that he prayed made him somewhat unique from some of us, because what James was saying, he prayed in his prayers. When he prayed, he really prayed. When he talked to God, he really talked to God. When he called on God, he really called on God. He was a man like us, and he prayed, and he got God's attention. He got God's attention. And he prayed that God would bring a judgment upon the nation because of the sin and the wickedness of Ahab and Jezebel and the fact that the people had turned their back on God and was worshiping idol gods. And they had abandoned God after he'd done so much for them. He says, Lord, you got to get their attention. And the only way to get their attention is to shut off the food supply. And how do you shut off the food supply when an agrarian society where everything is dependent upon the rain to fall down from the heavens and then for the sun to shine and for the ground to be hydrated with water so when the plants grow, they can draw from the moisture of the earth and the sun will then pull them to